Proverbs chapter 4. Hear ye children the instruction of a father, and attend to know understanding. For I give you good doctrine, forsake ye not my law. So hear ye children the instruction of a father. Why would we hear that? Because they've lived a long time, and there's nobody that a father wants to impart his instruction to or his teaching to more than his child. And he knows that it's kind of a life or death thing for him to impart that instruction or wisdom to his child, and that's why they will go out of their way to give you instruction, to teach you, and to keep you on the right path. So that's why hear ye children the instruction of a father, and attend to know understanding. So you kind of have to show up emotionally and to have those listening ears in order to hear that instruction of the father, and just know that they have your best interests in mind, and they want to listen. For I give you good doctrine, forsake ye not my law. For I give you good doctrine, forsake ye not my law. So the Lord is here, and he's ready to give good doctrine. That's good teaching. He says, forsake ye not my law. So don't run away. Don't leave it behind. Don't just look for something new and forsake the law. The law was there to protect. The law was there to keep the people righteous and keep the people in good and right relationship with God. So don't forsake it. That means don't leave it. Don't leave it behind. For I was my father's son, tender and only beloved in the sight of my mother. He taught me also, and said unto me, let thine heart retain my words, keep my commandments, and live. So he says, for I was my father's son, tender and only beloved in the sight of my mother. He says, he taught me also, and said unto me, let thine heart retain my words, and keep my commandments, and live. He said, get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. So something that you need in your life in order to succeed is wisdom, and that is such a difficult thing to acquire, because it's one thing to get knowledge, but it's hard. It's not exactly something that that life can't teach you, but it's also it's not exactly like you're turning, or that most people are turning to wisdom books. They might be turning to books on success or finance, or they might be turning to books on relationships or different things, but really wisdom is what you're after. Now there might be wisdom in certain fields, on how to do things in the wisest way, but that just to seek wisdom is a very sort of a narrow approach that you need to pursue. So he says, get wisdom, get understanding. It's really tough too, isn't it, to understand a situation, because at least for me, sometimes as I go into a situation and away from it, I can experience things from a one-sided view, and even if I want to try to see things from everyone's different points of view, I still tend to be the most defensive of myself and what my thoughts were, my actions were in that given situation. And I think it's understanding it's so difficult. It's so difficult because sometimes I'll go through situations and I'll think it over, and I'll be rethinking it even for years, and then I still can't get understanding. Maybe I don't know all the factors of a situation or what was involved in causing an outcome to occur. But to get understanding, that's a really valuable thing, and to live wisely within those moments is so important. So get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not. So once you have it, don't forget it, okay? Once you understand, don't forget what you learn, neither decline from the words of my mouth. Forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. So it's as if wisdom is like They're calling wisdom almost like a lady. So forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. So it's almost as if you would show faithfulness to someone. You would do the same thing for wisdom. So forsake her not. Don't leave her alone. You know, on her own. You know, you get her and then you keep her. Okay. So forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. So what she does for you is she keeps you. She keeps you safe. All right. Love her, and she shall keep thee. So you love wisdom, and she'll keep you. She'll keep you safe. She'll keep you preserved. She'll keep you protected. All right. She'll keep you. All right. Exalt her, and she shall promote thee. So if you put wisdom in that high place of exaltation, then that's where you're going to get promoted, because you are acting with wisdom. Then you will be promoted. Exalt her, and she shall promote thee, and she shall bring thee to honor when thou dost embrace her. So when you bring wisdom close to you, then you'll be brought to honor. Okay, but if you are living in a way that is unwise, and you are living in a way that doesn't exalt wisdom, then the opposite will occur. All right, so forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. We went on to 4 verse 7. Love her, and she shall keep thee. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. So wisdom is the principal thing. That's the most important thing. All right, and therefore get wisdom. Get wisdom. Get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. So once you know, with everything that you're getting, get understanding. Understand things. Come to an understanding of things. Exalt her, and she shall promote thee. She shall bring thee to honor when thou dost embrace her. So I actually I skipped 4:7, and that was in the middle of those two verses. But then we went over that. We're going to go to 4:9. It says, she shall give to thine head an ornament of grace, a crown of glory shall she deliver to thee. So when you are without wisdom, you don't have that ornament of grace. When you are without wisdom, you don't have that ornament of grace on your head, a crown of glory, that glory upon your head. And that's what you need. That's what I need, as I need wisdom in order to have that crown of glory on my head. Without wisdom, without doing things with wisdom and acting with wisdom, there will not be that crown of glory and that grace upon you. All right, so she shall give thine head an ornament of grace, a crown of glory shall she deliver to thee. Hear, O my son, and receive my sayings, and the years of thy life shall be many. So he says, you know, if you're listening to this and you receive this, then you're going to live a really long time. All right, so that's a really good promise, because that's what a lot of people really want more than anything, is just to live a long time. They want honor, they want glory, they want, you know, to be I don't know, they want these things that she provides. Okay, all right, because they want to be kept. They would want to be held. All right, she'll bring you honor. She'll promote you. A lot of people are out there looking for promotion. They are looking for honor. They're looking for these things, this grace. And then, so I'm asking you to do your part and get wisdom and understanding, and keep that close to you. Keep that close to you, and that will be your crowning glory. That will be what gives you that honor, that promotion that you desire. That you know, that keeping. All right, that one that keeps you. That preservation. She shall preserve thee. All right, so what do you have to do? What's your homework? And we know how Solomon got wisdom. He prayed to the Lord to give him wisdom. The Lord, offered him anything. He prayed to the Lord to give him wisdom, and that's how he got it. So I'm going to ask you to pray as Solomon prayed. Lord, I pray that you would give us wisdom. I'm going to keep my eyes open. I pray that you would have wisdom, and I pray that I would have wisdom as I go about my life and exactly the steps that I take, the motions that I go through, the moves that I make. I ask God that you would give me wisdom. So difficult. Sometimes we feel like we have it, or sometimes we don't even care at all. But that's the one thing I want you to pursue and to get and to keep close to you. That's wisdom. Thank you.